plenty to talk about, as there always is with Eddie.
Ben Reid on the ground. Maguire, great to see him back.
And they're just looking to get warmed up, and they're doing a good job of it. Harry O'Brien back in the game, making his presence felt. And he has Nick Riewoldt for company. Scott McLaren with Chris Donlan and Ray Chamberlain, the ever-controversial Raymond. There's a free kick. It'll go Collingwood's way. The man first to the ball, O'Brien to take it. The Magpies 4th, the Saints 12th. A big game. Cloak is Reid is the target. Thumping spoil favours Del Santo. Ball, Xavier Clark, and the Saints are on the build. Coming off 2 wins. Gehrig is one out. Riewoldt there as well. Wakeland, just landed inside. It's deliberate. It's a free kick. Big phrase, wheel in. And he has a go. It fades away. First score behind.
Shane Wakeland almost went out on the full. That's what confronts Heath Shaw. Early stages of this crucial game at the MCG. Magpies, of course, lost last week against the Hawks. Saints back in good touches. Goldsek chips it over the top. O'Brien from inside defensive 50. Mark taken by Lockyer. Kicks towards the wing. Pendlebury. So methodical build-up here by the Magpies. Scott Pendlebury, number 5 pick in the 2005 National Draft, just in season number 2. Kicks it back to centre half back. Goldsack again combines with O'Brien. Kick towards Thomas. He'll need to be good here. Good fist coming from Graham. Well done, Fisher. Good tackle in turn by Thomas, but he was able to get it out, and Graham just knocks it over. So a boundary throw in between wing and half forward for the Magpies.
Well, some good, hard early contests. Tackling has been a feature of this Collingwood side.
Ricks with Fraser, a wrestling match, and good move by Scott McLaren to find a free kick in that. I think the umpires have to try and deter the ruckman from doing it, even if it looks as though both are guilty. Good kick from Ricks, finds Hayes, and the Saints build again. Del Santo running into O'Brien, having to give it back. Lenny Hayes, always cool and methodical, goes for Riewoldt. O'Brien was with him shoulder to shoulder. Didak off to Isles. Lucuria to Davis. Collingwood building into an open 50, and Thomas on the edge of range there. Wants to give it off and does it well, as Lucuria kept coming and can go back and have a shot from comfortable range.
And this is a big matchup. O'Brien lunging, had some really big roles this year and done very well. And just another one with Riewoldt.
And Thomas having an impact up forward. The last couple of weeks he's played almost as a permanent forward, and he's really given them the Magpies some life up there.
6 of his 9 goals for the season coming in the last 2 games, but now it's Lucuria. It looks good. Hit the woodwork. 1 miss each.
What gives you the ability with the Thomas is he's so dangerous further up the ground. It takes a defender out of that area of the ground. Can really dictate on his terms how he wants it to be played.
So Graham chicks out to the champ. Robert Harvey at half-back for the Saints. Good pressure coming from Thomas, forcing the error. And we'll get a boundary throw on the attacking side of the wing. Big job for Josh Fraser this afternoon. Up against Ricks. Kaczynski will do some ruck work at some stage, you will think. And really Ben Reid, the only player for the Magpies to offer any support. Davis, O'Brien, slippery football. Lockyer tackled. Fraser is able to get it to him, but he's well tackled in turn by Ricks, and another boundary throw in.
So no goal as yet. Now, Alan Didak, danger man, has been picked up by Stephen Baker. It's always an interesting statement by St Kilda. Baker, their top tagger, one of the toughest in the business to shake. Here go Collingwood. Lockyer spearing it. Medhurst couldn't hang on. Sam Fisher has it covered. Had to kick in a hurry. Plays the percentages, takes it wide.
Great setup, that last stoppage in centre wing. Fisher was able to intercept the attack, but it was just a wonderful build-up by Collingwood. Clark with sure hands and almost the finish.
And Medhurst probably should have made more of it. O'Brien very good this year. Thomas Oh, what a good mark.
Well, twice Collingwood have got him around the back of the contest at the stoppage with clean hands. Got the ball forward, and here's O'Brien, whacks it on the boot, and has a good forward should playing in front.
He's got a great vertical leap.
Oh, yeah.
off a step.
Well, he's a great mark for his size, isn't he, Chris?
He certainly is.
Second-year player, barely medium-sized. Fine overhead, dangerous around goal, but wayward on this occasion. 2 misses from the Magpies. Could prove costly on a day such as this where every goal is going to carry such weight.
We could be in for a tough day because Collingwood are ranked 15 in accuracy, St Kilda 16th.
Geez, you know how to pump up a game, Chris.
Lee Fisher from half-back, Gehrig and Wakeland. Gehrig did it brilliantly. He's got it too far from goal. A couple of kicks. He decides to go inboard. Xavier Clark, and he did. Kicks it inside, attacking 50, over the back. Now Milne a chance. Stephen Milne deep in the pocket. What can he conjure up here? Right foot snap around the body's a beauty. First goal to the Saints.
What I loved about that play, midfield, took the game on. Here it is. Doesn't hold him up. Clark plays on. That's fast moving football. Get the ball into your forward line. Put it in a dangerous area. And Milne, further up the ground, runs onto it and snaps a goal. That's what they've got to do, St Kilda. Use their strength.
Ball being thrown up. First goal kicked by Milne. Big job given to Sam Isles for the Magpies. Milne very good last week. Worked extremely hard, but always dangerous around goal. St Kilda free kick. Man over the ball being rewarded early. Good umpiring. Jason Blake to take it for the Saints. Now Baker. Didak covers him, but Baker able to probe into the 50. Voss was in the middle of that flying. Harvey down, sold the dummy, deliberates, delivers, and Krzyzewski can line them up.
Just St Kilda's willingness to go into the forward line. We've seen a trend recently of sides being willing to move the ball quickly, get it long, get into the attacking area before the defence can fold back and get numbers.
An early break would be so handy. Good kick, beautiful kick, Krzyzewski. The Saints have the first 2.
You also need brilliance too, and when Harvey, patient with the ball in his hands, just decides, oh, I'll go this way, I'll go that way, no, I'll go over here, and just puts it out in front. And just a wonderful finish. Down the other end, Collingwood miss, and St Kilda go forward and kick their goals.
Michael Malthouse, pensive look. Magpies caught behind early. Lockyer keeps the hands clear. Chance for Harvey. Harvey now kicks towards half forward. Chance for Wakeland. Well done this time by Shane Wakeland. Uses Didak. Didak kicks towards Fraser. Couldn't quite get it to the back where Lockyer was free, but Fraser does superbly in the end. Didak kicks towards Cloak, who's normally good overhead, and he marks again.
Baker and Hayes both hurt in that collision. Both in trouble, Baker particularly.
So Cloak kicks to a central location. Dangerous kick. Fist, the hands in the back though are over the shoulder against Gilbert. And the free kick to Davis, 55 from goal.
Baker off.
Okay, we'll get down to Christie in a moment. Leon Davis, you would think beyond his range from here. Looking, you see the eyes darting around, trying to find an option. Goes back to Fraser. Still too far out to score. Chips it in. It's okay, Lucuria. Let's get quickly down to Christie.
Thanks, Michael. That happened right in front of me. A clash of heads between Hayes and Baker, and we saw Baker very wobbly on his feet as he came off.
A long shot at goal, offline. And another behind to the Magpies. Thanks, Christie. We'll keep an eye on Baker as we look at that head clash between Hayes and Baker.
Very nasty. Kozitsky for St Kilda now. Montagna starring in recent weeks for the Saints. Well contained there by Lucuria. Here it is again from the other angle. Oh, full on. And Baker came off a bit worse than Lenny Hayes, who was also stunned, but stays out there. Free kick to the Saints again. Umpire's not afraid to blow the whistle early. Del Santo breaks away for St Kilda. Good user of the ball. And that wasn't bad, but Heathshaw read it well. Still a chance for the Saints, but Shaw holds them up. Still a chance, St Kilda. Gilbert ganged up on. Good stuff, Collingwood. The pressure, winning the day. Long ball for Medhurst. Reed got in there as well. Maguire, ball will feel good in his hands. But the heat's on, and Collingwood are a chance. Cloak taking it away to Thomas. Has options. Time to weigh them up. Goes the Davis option. A good option. Free kick, hands in the back.
Pressure has been relentless from both teams. Crowd not happy.
So Addard kicks it short. Graham. Little chip over the top's okay. No, in fact, it's called play on. Rath Clark's got it inside defensive 50. Loose player into centre square. Gee, that's impressive running from Jason Graham. He has it midfield now. Draws the player over the top. Chance here for Fisher. Lee Fisher kicks towards a target. It's a beautiful kick. Maxwell did superbly though. Lucuria. And now Isles in the back pocket. Chips it wide. O'Brien. It's fast flowing at the moment. O'Brien. Half back for the Magpies. Southern side. Kicks towards Thomas. He gets Rath Clark underneath the footy. Runs back on top of it. Can he escape the Hayes tackle? He can, and somehow got that handball to Fraser. He concedes ground back to O'Brien. Probing kick. Reed in a good spot here. Well done. Davis at the back will certainly kick a goal here. Collingwood's first. So Leon Davis, an opportunity just a few minutes ago. He comes from the ground, but a hand in the back, and, well, he only had to wait 45 seconds to kick the goal anyway.
Yeah, well, it was just a wonderful effort to be able to run in the open ball, but that play there started in defence with Maxwell being able to recover from the contest, make the spoil, and Collingwood went down the outer side of the MCG and went forward and kicked a goal.
Leon Davis, the goal kicker. This was the free kick in just the right hand of Leon Davis, touching the back of Addard, and the free kick against the Collingwood forward.
A few groans as it was given, and you can see why. That's the way it is being handled this year. Del Santo taken onto his right side. Does pretty well. Gilbert, good collect. Pressure on. Did well. And the kick just slews near side under pressure from Goldsack, having such an impressive season. Behind of the Saints, who lead by 5 points.
Magpies quickly into play. Swan, long kick. Good option from Thomas, who ran from half forward. Yep. 50 or 60 metres on nonchalantly around Rath Clark. Kicks it short. Doesn't really give Dydek the opportunity. Graham did it well. Handball into the path of Rath Clark. Pushed off it by Dydek. Another chance here for the Magpies. Thomas now. Cox running in support. Kick to half forward. Cloak in the contest. Good fist coming from Lee Fisher. Xavier Clark this time. Off to Maguire. Kick affected. Heath short. Good bump. Gathers the footy and then just lost it. And it was good play by St Kilda to tie it up in the midfield through Blake. And we'll get a bounce the attacking side of the circle for Collingwood.
Now watch this by Thomas. Just as able to shimmy and get the hands free. That's the critical part. He saw the colours. He just threw it that way, but he got his arms free.
Shannon Cox climbing in just on, wearing the long sleeves, pounding that forward. St Kilda's defence under pressure again. Johnson, well mown down. Good pressure from Fiora. Wins the free kick for holding it. Ball will come back. It's a spirited contest, isn't it?
Both teams played in similar games like this last week. Fast and frenetic, moving the ball quickly. We've had some rain early, but both sides more than willing to move the ball and putting tremendous pressure on one another.
It's so good to be able to come to the MCG Saturday afternoon with two well-supported local teams playing a game amidst the atmosphere that fans in this part of the world came to know and love so much through the years. Luke Ball giving it off. Lee Fisher untidy. Collingwood again. Johnson. And this looks good for them. Running forward is Fraser. Reid just taking a little while to collect. Now he goes for Fraser, and he's got him. A long way out. Difficult shot with a slippery ball.
And these are the minor differences, and that's what the conditions do. Just slips off the side, which causes his turnover and shot on goal.
Collingwood down by 5 points in his 150th. Fraser out near the far behind post, and there's plenty of the white of St Kilda, their alternate strip, to knock the ball through. Saints by 4.
Mick Malthouse. Collingwood will be keen to atone after defeat last week at the hands of the Hawks. And that's what's ahead of Nick Del Santo. Saints by 4 points. To himself, right foot, not great, and a boundary throwing deep in the pocket. So great pressure from Dane Swan, who has been quite simply outstanding for the Magpies so far in season 2007.
Interesting to see Del Santo so uncomfortable on his non-preferred.
It was unusual that he didn't get balanced. Normally he steadies himself.
Blake tackled by Cloak. Reid goes in hard. Oh, snap from Travis Cloak is a goal. Something from nothing for the Magpies. And Collingwood in front for the first time this afternoon. Travis Cloak and Vossi, they look to be outnumbered at that boundary throwing. But somehow Cloak was able to find the football and deliver.
Well, the contest came because I think it was Del Santo in that contest just decided to pivot and turn when he needed to keep his body in line, and that's what created that loose ball opportunity. And here it is here, just that loose ball. Del Santo goes at it. Now, the difference is there, he kept his head down, absolutely no problem with that, but you've got to keep your body in line. That wasn't the time to turn.
It was a little cameo of Collingwood's season. The pressure on Del Santo initially forced the poor kick. Collingwood held it in. Now they go forward again, O'Brien. Del Santo brought down. Was there a trip? No, there wasn't. But there is a high tackle. And it is Del Santo's ball.
Difference is, once again, keep your body in line with the ball and you'll win it, because the game says now they'll protect that player.
Collingwood in front for the first time. Gilbert, kick a little aimless, awkward for Gehrig. And this patched up Collingwood defence continues to hold up, or does it? Montagna, curl of the ball, just awkward for him. Nothing out there in the far pocket. The ruckman will contest it close to St Kilda's goal as the Saints look to reclaim the lead. Important aerial contest here. Ricks climbing in was Cox, third man. Milne lost it on the sprawl. O'Brien for Goldsack. Revolt contesting hard. Isles just a little uncertain, but does okay. Leon Davis is away for Collingwood. They've been great on the transition. Here's Reid, and at the back, Medhurst. Now can he control it? That's the problem on a day like this. Medhurst a chance now. Just didn't get the curl on the ball. Collingwood by 3 points.
It's very unusual to see forwards running onto the ball like that. You need your defenders starting on that defensive side. St Kilda forwards are just running onto that loose ball a little too easy at the moment, something St Kilda will have to rectify.
Punishing kick from Graham Davis, just got a hand in there, but it ricochets to Xavier Clark. Wobbly old kick towards half-court. Milne, 60 from goal, takes on Isles. Little left foot kick looking for Gehrig. Into the pocket, Fraser Gehrig a chance here. A good strong play there by Maxwell. Play onto the court. Saints still alive here. Eventually the umpire will have to call for it, surely. Umpire Chamberlain in the end lets the boundary umpire do all the work, and Fraser nodded the head, suggesting perhaps there should have been a free kick. That was the Maxwell bump. Ball to the back. Davison ball. Davis, oh, look out. Oh, he somehow got boot the ball. Clears the immediate area. Swan needs support. Tackled by Xavier Clark. Well done, Blake. Somehow got it to Voss. Robert Harvey. Xavier Clark again off a step from 50. Kicks it to a dangerous spot 10 metres from goal. Goal sack! A spectacular leap. Couldn't hold on. And Davis clears the congestion. But will it come straight back in? Foot race. Marty Clark, haven't seen much of him so far this afternoon. Good to see Baker back on the ground. Good handball though by Clark. Swan and Collingwood go forward.
This is a tremendous contest. O'Brien, Graham with him, throw in.
Just a great fly.
Tremendous.
Attacking the contest. Wonderful.
Well, memories of Michael Christian playing in defence for Collingwood. Revolt without a stat yet.
Got higher than that.
Of course you did. Just winding you up. Gilbert for Harvey. Can the champ collect? He's under pressure. There'll be a ball up. Harvey wants high tackle. Collingwood fans want holding the ball. Certainly wasn't holding the ball. He had no chance whatsoever. The high tackle may have been on Maxwell to Johnson to Swan. Collingwood, after conceding the first 2 goals, have looked a better team for the last 10 or 12 minutes. Scott Pendlebury, such an important player for them this season, as is this man, Heath Shaw. O'Brien, good to see him back. They need him in that defence. Strapped up shoulder. Umpire says he's gone, so it goes back to Shaw. Not a lot of targets. St.Kilda with Collingwood well covered up the ground.
And there's Montagna and Lockyer. Montagna with just the 1 possession at the moment. Lockyer doing very well, and as if on cue, he's got the ball. Montagna been in fantastic form, averaging some 30 possessions in recent weeks.
So many improvers for Collingwood, and Lockyer overcoming his injuries and finding his best. Another key factor. There's an arm trot there. Now advantage is called. That's a good kick by Johnson. It's Collingwood's 3rd goal. Natural left footer. So it suited him. There's the free kick. Was awarded against Luke Ball to Burns. Johnson seizing upon it, so play on was called.
St Kilda coach Ross Lyon, and play underway, and there's a look at that. St Kilda haven't won a first quarter in 6 weeks. It looked good early stage of this quarter, but they still come as Hayes kick clears the centre towards Revolt. At the back, Shaw up against the line, got time, delivers towards Swan, but it's too far. And a free kick to St Kilda. Haven't won a first quarter in 6 weeks. Clark averaged 16 goals in the last 2 games. St Kilda before that, the previous 4, they averaged just 7. Blake. Under 4 minutes left in the quarter. 65 from goal. Jason Blake decides to kick to a dangerous spot. 25 metres from St Kilda's goal. Fist from Maxwell at the front. Clark. Handball wasn't great. Isles lost the handle. He's in trouble here. Gives it up. Harvey. Fiora. Feeds it out wide. Milne wants to take on a couple of Magpie defenders. Got it to Fiora. He jams it on the boot. Contest in the goal square. Oh, Collingwood collide. Chance for Revolt. He'll pick it up just inside. Luke Ball. Well done by Ball. Got around Burns, but Collingwood have got numbers back. And eventually Sam Isles clears the area, and he's got Swan loose at half back.
Tremendous from Collingwood. 2 of them were down. It really looked as though, with the numbers with them, St Kilda had to kick a goal. But in the end, Collingwood's numbers won the day. Thomas with Reid getting to the drop. Can't quite make it. Still alive as Reid flicked it back. It did go out.
I think the goal umpire signalled it because the poor boundary umpire was caught 80 metres behind play.
Maxwell and Heath Shaw both down. Well, gee. I don't think that did go out. So St Kilda probably a bit hard done by there, as they were the team most likely to benefit if play had gone on. Quick bomb from Swan is out on the full, so the Saints do come up with the footy in the end. 2.5 minutes left in the quarter, and Collingwood have kicked the last 3 goals to lead by 9 points. And the Magpies have won their last 7 second quarters. So that bodes well for them. St Kilda get a free kick against Fraser, interfering with Ricks, and there's 50.
It's fair enough. You can't grab a player once the mark or free kick's been awarded. And that's what happened there. So, free kick, 50-metre penalty. Chance here for the Saints. Ricks off to Harvey. Oh, he takes a long time. Good chase from Davis, but he delivers towards Kazitsky. Through him. But they've got numbers here. Kazitsky off to Revolt. Hard up against the line. He brings it back to the hot spot. 10 metres from goal. Pumped towards the line. Well done by the Collingwood defence. They concede a behind. 8 points the margin.
Collingwood preferring to go out that side mostly. They normally go out to that right side. That's where they like to generate their attack from.
They've been very impressive. They have gained the ascendancy as this quarter has worn on. St Kilda just not looking likely to crack Collingwood in their front half. And here's Thomas winning a contest hands down. And he has a man running inside him. Lucuria, open 50. The long ball, that's got to be a free kick against Didak to Baker. Good to see Baker's recovered. Didak throwing him out of the way, and there's another 50. Free kick, 50-metre penalty. Alan Didak's been having a rough time lately.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And Baker just stepping off the line there. That's, I think, what got Didak into trouble. But St Kilda now, a big opportunity here. Montagna keeps deep into the pocket. Loose player. Xavier Clark has marked 10 metres from goal. Wheels around, brilliantly smothered. Gee, that was impressive work from Goldsack. Now Milne. Goldsack tries to smother again, and it's touched by Maxwell's boot, I think. Don't tell me it's a goal. It's a goal. Goal to St Kilda. It looked as though it hit Maxwell's boot, but perhaps it didn't. Perhaps it hit Raf Clark's boot. And St Kilda get one. As we draw down to quarter time, there's the initial smother from Goldsack.
I'm going with the goal umpire.
And Milne kicks at goalward. Yes, it looked as like it was Raf Clark, so fair enough. Goal to St Kilda. Maxwell appeals, but it is a St Kilda goal, and they get one back close to quarter time. If we watch it again, yeah, it looked like it came off Raf Clark's boot.
He was the closest there. Too tight to call there.
So the goal umpire right on the spot, margin just 2 points.
Cracker brother stuff between Xavier and Raf Clark. Important goal of the Saints. Collingwood by 2 points in the last minute. No one wants to concede a goal here. Dale Thomas. Oh, that's his 6th mark. Dominant player on the ground. It'll be his 9th disposal of the ball. Blokes his size aren't meant to take marks like that on days like this. Now Fraser, but still a long way out as they've worked it around the arc. And he'll be kicking this from outside 50, and he gives the impression he thinks it's beyond him. He might have to have a go.
He might have to, because every St Kilda player is in the defensive 50 right now.
A good kick to do it. Great finish to the quarter. In his 150th, mighty kick. He's done it. A magnificent goal by Big Josh. Right on the button. And Collingwood take an 8-point lead to quarter time. And you'd have to say...
The hard ball gets... Wake up a bit sore the next day, no doubt.
Second quarter underway at the MCG. Collingwood by 8 points, and oh gee, interesting one there. Free kick to Hayes. Thought initially he may have thrown it, but a St Kilda free kick in the centre.
Magpie fans could get unhappy about this. The score is 11-3 St Kilda's way, and 350 St Kilda's way.
Good decision. That was a good decision.
Umpire Ray Chamberlain right on the spot. And 50 metres, just what Collingwood didn't need at the start of the second quarter.
Ray had a quiet opening turn, but he's made his mark early in the second.
So Lenny Hayes, 50-metre penalty against Josh Fraser. From directly in front, Lenny Hayes should kick the opening goal of the second quarter, and he does. St Kilda get to within a couple of points. So, just 31 seconds it took for St Kilda's first goal. Now here's the free kick. The ball spilled free. The ball. Tackle by Lucuria. So, free kick's fair enough. Now, once you pick the free...
Doesn't give it back.
Just pointed first. And that was enough for umpire Ray Chamberlain to put the whistle to the mouth and award the 50-metre penalty.
Two 50-metre penalties against Josh Fraser in his 150th, and that one very costly. Johnson for Collingwood, but lost control of it. Hayes, Fiora, wild swing, can be dangerous, they can go anywhere. O'Brien covers, Revolt, quiet opening turn. Xavier Clark turned into trouble. Ball up.
St Kilda a bit unlucky not to get a free kick there for incorrect disposal.
Certainly were. And this is what it's for, time wasting. He's instructed to give the ball back, didn't, gave the 50. Good decision, I reckon.
Collingwood control the ball well. Johnson for Didac. Baker will keep him honest. Didac did all right. Gains 30 metres if nothing else. And it is nothing else. Ball was out.
Paul Medhurst, former Fremantle Docker, joining Collingwood in season 2007, involved with the swap with Chris Tarrant. Of course, Ben Reid also playing in this game, the number 8 pick. Number 8 pick, the Curry at the back, Didac, dangerous. Little left foot kick is headed towards Pendlebury. St Kilda though, in defence. Little fumble from Blake. He's able to knock it to Baker. And he gives it to Montagna. He's in a nest of Collingwood players. It spills out to Sam Fisher, who hoists it high towards the wing. Goldsack and Clark, Raff Clark. Now a chance again for Blake. Couldn't quite get the handball away, although Harvey did very well. Montagna pulled off it. Shaw, Johnson. Collingwood to half-forward Pendlebury. Out wide is Travis Cloak. He'll keep going. Travis Cloak runs to 30. Drop punt. Oh, don't tell me he's kicked the goal. Collingwood fans can't believe it. Great stuff from Travis Cloak. And the score sheet shows this afternoon Travis Cloak 2 goals straight. And that's given the fact that so far in season 2007 he's kicked 17-25.
Not really accurate, but it was that wonderful work in the midfield, that turnover of the footy that created that goal. Collingwood working hard off the ball.
Reversal of fortune for Travis Cloak. 17-25 for the season before this. 2 straight today. That was a beauty. Chance for St Kilda. Clark, Milne wanting it. Had to kick in a hurry and just couldn't wind up on it. Collingwood's defence doing an outstanding job.
Well, this game is partly about when you do have it and, of course, when you don't have it. And it's your work when you don't have it that can depict whether you become a good side or not. And Collingwood are doing that in spades at the moment, the pressure that they are putting on the opposition.
Paul Curian got a paddock at half-back, just quite content to try and direct traffic, try and create an option. Kick short to Swan, who marks between half-back and wing for Collingwood. 7 points the margin. Intriguing game. Thomas, another mark. Mark number 7.
It's his long leads that are winning him the ball. His preparedness to get on a 40, 50-metre lead. Just brilliant.
Fraser. Now cooking it up by Chamberlain and said, well, hang on. Push Cozzy back a couple of metres. He kicks it high, just inside attacking 50. Cloak in from the side. Chance for Didak's. Got it 40 from goal. Right foot kick out wide. He's sure. He's sure now. Handball off to Isles. Tries to measure the kick and does. Good mark taken by Reid. Good stretch. And Ben Reid, who was very exciting in his debut last week against the Hawks, particularly in the opening quarter, was able to manufacture a couple of shots at goal. Kicked 1 goal 2 for the night. Gets his first real opportunity this afternoon on Matt Maguire. Isn't it great to see Matt Maguire back for the Saints? 45 metres the distance. Will need to be very good from here with the left boot. Drop punt is. They've got the distance. No, it just faded off. Didn't have enough on it to maintain its line and fade it off for behind for the Magpies.
Collingwood by 8 points. Del Santo, a huddle at half-back, and he actually ignores it basically and goes the long option to Xavier Clark, who might have slipped out of that huddle. He certainly had got clear. He goes long, but Keith Shaw completely outpointed Revolt. And that might say something for the state of Revolt's confidence. He has not been able to get into this game. This is Isles for Collingwood. Young defence. Fill-in players back there, but doing a splendid job. Isles again. Harvey applying pressure. Did it well. Xavier Clark. St Kilda pounce now. Have to try and make the most of these turnovers. But Collingwood forcing them to go the long and the slow way. Del Santo. Revolt trying to get in position and does. What a good mark.
He jumped at it.
O'Brien had him out of position, parked his body well. Revolt absolutely determined. Now Gehrig, but for a left footer. Tough shot. Doesn't go for it. Kuzitsky not able to hang on. Now he's got to get that out. And does. Fiora. Pressure coming from Collingwood. Blake. Not close. No score.
What I liked about the last contest from Riewoldt was he just attacked the footy before he wanted to wrestle. Thought he could out-wrestle a smaller opponent. The last occasion he attacked the footy in the air.
Wakeland, dangerous kick, Goldsack, drops the simple mark. Here's a chance for Brett Voss. Certain goal coming up for St Kilda, pushing the back surely. And Brett Voss play on for Cole Milne, kicks the goal. And a bad mistake in defence for the Magpies. So Stephen Milne did the finishing. And they go to Goldsack, who's had a wonderful introduction to AFL football. And just dropped the mark. Good, well done here by Brett Voss. Was able to push the ball to his own advantage. And a free kick given away, in any case, a goal to Stephen Milne.
Was that little deft touch?
Stephen Milne sneaking the goal after a Goldsack error. A rare mistake by the Collingwood defence. Magpies still lead by 2 points. Kuzitsky and ruck against Fraser. Free kick to Collingwood. That makes it 12-4, and you can hear the reaction from the Magpies.
And 50.
The tide might have turned.
Well, I thought that St Kilda player Montagna was, initially, I thought he might have been following the Collingwood opponent, but we'll get another look at it. I think he was penalised for running through the mark. There you go.
He didn't go through. No. Now you're listening. You're out this side of the protected area. I don't believe so. He ran around the back. You've got to go around the back. You can only go through if you go through with him.
Ray Chamberlain laying down the law. Lucuria the shot. Collingwood stretch the lead again.
Been good, Lucuria. Certainly winning the ball, but also keeping his opponent honest in Del Santo.
There's the free kick, the left arm over the shoulder from Del Santo. Now, we just roll the tape. And that's what umpire Chamberlain saw. Montagna cutting in front of Lucuria.
He was actually in front of him when he started, and he was running out of the line.
So the margin back out to 8 points and 2 goals this quarter as a consequence of 50-metre penalties. Pendlebury a chance. All of a sudden finds himself in space. Lockyer called to play on, chips it forward. Fraser drifting forward. Oh, the fist goes straight to Ben Reid. Oh, he kicks it across the face. He had an option in O'Brien. And the youngster playing game number 2 missed a golden opportunity there. Shane O'Brien running into an open goal.
Has he got a psychological block at the moment, I wonder, when he's near the sticks?
Well, it can happen, especially when you get a run of outs like that. It can definitely happen.
So boundary throw in, Revolt, double fister. Gains about 30 metres. O'Brien will be first there. No, he won't. Lee Fisher did superbly. And it's been called for deliberate. Oh, gee, I don't know about that. Collingwood lucky, I think, on that occasion.
You looked at nothing else.
There's umpire Chamberlain involved again. Davis drives it from 55. It's just offline.
Gee, Ray Chamberlain didn't get a stat in the first quarter, but he's just about in the votes by halfway through the second. I think that was a fumble, wasn't it?
Well, you get
It looked
penalised
like a
for
fumble, didn't it?
Well, even the umpire thinks you get penalised for fumbles today.
Too tough. Play on call. Del Santo's not 15. Saints are under pressure here. Under big pressure. Dyna kicks the goal. That has been the story. Collingwood will not relent. And the cracks have occasionally showed in the St Kilda armoury.
Alan Didak, the goal kicker, taking a break. 9 disposals this afternoon. He's been good.
Alan Didak having a rest after this. Good defensive effort. The forward pressure of Collingwood. Just the play on signal. Keeps his feet and then finishes with a soccer goal. Well done. Just forward pressure by Collingwood again.
Chance for Harvey. Hayes links up with Sam Fisher at half-back. Long towards Fiora. Marty Clark gets there first for the Magpies and sees it over. Any deliberate there? No. Throw it in, says umpire McLaren. So the margin, the biggest of the match, out to 15 points.
And there's been a critical matchup. The run that Montagna has or provides for St Kilda is important, and Lockie's been able to shut that down. But not only that, win the ball himself.
Montagna's led the competition in the last 4 weeks for disposals. Graham breaks free of the pack, kicks towards full forward. Garrick marks on his chest. Shane Wakeland not happy, but the kick came in. Garrick best position.
He started on the move. The other thing we haven't seen so far is Graham on the move. The forward thrust he does uses the ball so well early last week was very important to St Kilda to get them on their way.
So Big Fraser from 30 metres directly in front, shouldn't have any problem. And he's kicked a goal. So 3 goals in 3 minutes, 2 to the Magpies, 1 to St Kilda, but St Kilda stay certainly within touch.
Just been able to carry the ball from the contest, and Montagna got on the move, created that contest, didn't win it, but he created the contest, which Graham was then able to then break the contest and find Garrick.
Badly needed goal. Saints still trail by 9 points. Their 3rd goal of the quarter. The first came from a 50. The second from a Collingwood error. That one they earned. Davis and Cloak hits it hard. It's a Collingwood free kick against Maguire and Josh Fraser. Having had a couple of moments that wouldn't have pleased him, gets a free kick for that. The number's now 12-6 on the free kick board. Should be a heartbreaker for the Saints. And it is. Again, it's Collingwood by 15.
Well, Matty Maguire is obviously disputing what he did, but he's been out for a little while. He's been out of footy for a little while, and there's a couple of rules that have just changed since he last played, and that's one of them.
Oh dear. Josh Fraser, elated, coming from the ground to have a spell. Magpies by 15, but Shannon Cox, a 6'2" ruckman, if you don't mind. Harvey, kick ineffective. Davis has got it, he's been very good. Ball, handball too fierce for Harvey. Gilbert couldn't control it. Well done, O'Brien. Through Xavier Clark. Swan Soccer's to the wing. Contest here. Little soccer out by Maguire. What's the umpire going to do here? He's going to call it, Ray. No.
Intent.
He was running with urgency to the line, Ray Chamberlain, the umpire. I thought he was going to call it, but he elected to say, throw it in, boundary umpire. And he does. The attacking side of the wing, Cox.
Harry O'Brien having a great game on Rewalt. Rewalt's just got to keep moving, providing a contest.
Swan gained about 3 or 4 metres. Clark, was he interfered with? No. Burns hard up against the line. Spiral torpedo towards half-forward. Medhurst clever. Mark 60 from goal. Open Collingwood forward line. He just kicks to the top of the goal square. Cloak's got to beat a couple here. And it gives away a free kick. And St Kilda can relieve the pressure.
Rewalt's moved up the ground now. He's now floating through the middle of the ground. He's taken O'Brien up the field.
Even done a bit of ruck work, a couple of throw-ins, not doing centre bounces, but almost playing as an on-baller. Harvey into the 50 for Xavier at Ralph Clark. Del Santo lurking. Luke Ball nearby, hasn't been able to make a mark on this game. Ralph Clark again. Now Gilbert, a left footer. Garrick run out. It's gone through for a behind. Fraser looking searchingly at the umpire. In fact, I'd say that was more than a searching look. It was a menacing one.
The umpire was not in the right position to call that. He's raked his arm, whereas the umpire was too far away. He was out of position.
Should have been a free kick to Garrick. No question about that. Medhurst has got it backward of the wing. Clever kick. Waits it beautifully to Pendlebury. He's off onto the left foot. He's got a player inside. It's Isles who's run from half-back. Oh, geez, got himself in real trouble here. Somehow got the handball towards Johnson, but the Saints have got the numbers at half-forward for Collingwood. Revolt, well done Pendlebury. Almost worried him out of it. Blake, Clark, well done Clark. That's a great handball under pressure to Del Santo. He's kicked towards the wing, ball, and Burns take it over, so a boundary throw in on the wing. Now, Michael, this is going to be a problem for Collingwood because Shannon Cox forced to do the ruck work. He's only a 6'2", and it could present a problem with Fraser off the ground.
Well, sometimes you can set up accordingly also. If Collingwood know that he's not going to win the hit-outs, you can also set up for the opposition to win it also, so shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Half the quarter to go. Magpies by 14 points.
Okay, then.
Contest between O'Brien and Revolt getting interesting. Johnson into half-forward. Safe hands, Sam Fisher. Sees runners out towards the southern side, and it's Blake with the footy for the Saints. Had a call in short from Graham. Goes the longer option in Gilbert. Throw in.
Normally you see games, sometimes you see games that are controlled out of the back half and the rebounding run that they get out of defence. At the moment, the game is being played through the midfield. The opposition, the team that is able to get up through the midfield is going to win this game because that's where most of the contests are.
Revolt rucking. Milne just working it forward. It went out. So another throw in. As the midfields are rotated. Luke Ball and Burns in that contest. Burns 2 possessions. Ball 5, not 1 kick. Maxwell for Collingwood. Quick to get it onto his boot. Attard makes the spoil on Thomas. Thomas really going hard at it with Milne coming the other way.
Well, they've tried different players on Thomas. Attard has gone to him and done very well this quarter. Just 1 possession each. So you would say that is a win for St Kilda.
Half forward for the Saints. Cox against the much bigger opponent, Ricks. Ricks wins it down. Chance for Revolt. Oh, was he held? No. Play on the umpire says at the back. Milne. Oh, dances around Isles. Kicks it towards half forward. Oh, Fiora, a big lead. Couldn't take the mark. Goldsack gets the handball off just in time to Pendlebury, who coolly kicks out of defence towards Thomas. Great spoil from Attard. Got his fist in there and gives Thomas a bit of what for as well. Boundary throw-in.
And that's what he'll provide. Jaden, he'll provide that, or as Turtle, as I used to call him in Brisbane. He'll just provide that body pressure. You'll go with him all the way.
Turtles.
Yep.
Cox doing a share of the rucking for Collingwood. Isles shoveling it to Swan. Goes for Davis, just a bit too strong for him, and Sam Fisher was more than a bit too tall for him.
Needs to come out of his shell, Chriso.
No, I got what it meant.
Well, it could be, needs to pull his head in too.
Clark. Just getting himself into trouble there. Revolt able to get there just inside the line. Trying to really lift himself and his team with it is Nick Revolt. Such an important player for them. Going for Ricks there, who's playing forward by the look of it just for the moment. Sting gone out of the game. Pack starting to form. Gilbert kicking it into Martin Clark. And on the rebound, it's Collingwood with the footy again. And O'Brien can hurt here. He goes for Reed. Now, he's out beyond 50. The goal's unguarded. He blazes, and again, he misses by a considerable margin. It's Collingwood by 15 points.
Let's get down to Christie.
Thanks, Michael. Justin Kajitsky has been on and off the ground a lot in this first half. In particular, this quarter, he spent a lot of time on the bench, and they've been doing a lot of work on his legs, so I don't think he's 100%.
Thanks, Christie. Yeah, there was plenty of doubt about Kajitsky coming into this game. Fisher, little kick, not great. Cloak does well on Hayes. Protects the ball and takes it over. Boundary throw in half forward for Collingwood. They'll be happy with that, the Magpies. 22 minutes into the quarter, 7 minutes of actual game time left. Critical period here for both clubs. Xavier Clark, well tackled by Cox, spills the ball. It's very slippery. Hayes did well to get boot the ball, but only as far as Lockyer. Maxwell urges him to go on. A very crowded forward 50 as he drives it long, hoping for a mark more than anything. Maguire gets back and marks with courage. Matt Maguire. Wide kick. Gets to Montagna, the intended target. Good tackle from Swan. Hacked out of mid-air by Fisher. Goldsack, well gathered. Got support there in Heath Shaw. He gets around Fiora. Bangs it on the left boot. Fisher and Lockyer. Lockyer first to recover. Couldn't quite handle it. Was he pushed in the back? No. Tries to get the handball out. Swan fights for it at ground level. Shovels it out to Cloak. High kick to attacking 50. Maguire in a good spot. Big lead from Thomas at the back. Chance for Medhurst, and he misses from 20 metres. In fact, make that 15. Gee, that would have hurt St.Kilda, but the margin, instead of being 21, is 16.
Massive lead from Thomas. Medhurst, the kind of player who you don't want to have too long to think about his execution. When he does, he comes unglued. That should have been a goal. St Kilda a reprieve. Could they hurt on the rebound? 16 points down and struggling. Fiora. But it's slow progress for the Saints as they go forward. Collingwood more spontaneous. Montagna, who's doubled his possession tally in the last 2 minutes from 2 to 4. Ricks is there, took it off Burns' hands. Ball, first kick for the day for Luke Ball. Might be a good one, it was touched. Desperate lunge from Maxwell. Here's Medhurst.
Oh, dear me.
Collingwood mistake in defence, and the Saints will have another go at it. There's a familiar face.
Well, I don't want to put pressure on the little bro, but this is a big kick for the Sainers. It's a great turnover. He's provided some good forward pressure for them. Instigated some turnovers, but now you want some reward for your effort.
They need this badly. Voss hooks it. There's a whistle, there's a free kick to Collingwood, presumably for a push. And there's 50.
So free kick to Goldsack. And there it is, the hands in the back there, clearly against Justin Kajitsky, who's back on the ground. Goldsack, Wakeland, got the job on Fraser Gehrig this afternoon. He's got Swan out wide and eventually decides to kick in his direction. And Dane Swan marks on the wing, chips it, Goldsack, who kept going. Tyson Goldsack, taken at number 63 in last year's draft. What a story that is. Wakeland. Collingwood, I think, just content to maintain possession for the moment, but always dangerous with a slippery ball. Shaw, he's got Isles free. And Isles can run and set something up here for the Magpies. Decides to kick very wide towards Fraser, and well done by Ricks. Got a hand in there. Forces it over the line. Boundary throw in as we look at the St Kilda bench. A couple of big guns there, Nick Del Santo and Nick Revolt.
And there's the tackles, and that says about Collingwood's defensive pressure, 21-10. They have been outstanding in that area of the ground, just providing that turnovers in the middle of the ground that are setting up their forward thrust.
St Kilda free kick, whistle timely for them there. Burns might have been about to escape. Montagna now up to 5. Again, Collingwood just limiting St Kilda's ability to move it forward quickly. Graham to Sam Fisher as they might try and mount something. Davis is coming at him. Good pressure from Leon Davis, causing Fisher to kick in a hurry. Good result though. Gilbert now need a quick kick in to a good target. Gilbert, Voss calling for it from the square. He's got the run at this. Got high but couldn't hang on. Burns cool. Goldsack, O'Brien. Now Leon Davis with Graham. And Graham comfortably making the spoil, but it's not a bad result for the Magpies. Under 3 minutes left, and 15 points in these conditions is a handy lead.
And that's where you just, that slow ball movement into the forward line, had Brett Voss standing by himself at the top of the square for about 10 to 15 seconds. That was just a bit slow on the ball movement.
Fraser does it all himself on the wing, high towards half forward. Close got a beat, Breed's got a beat a couple, almost did. Sam Fisher at ground level, handball wide. The champ Harvey, hard up against the line, brings it back. And a good mark taken by Ball on centre wing. Saints need a late goal here. 2.5 minutes left in the half. Umpire Chamberlain calls play on. He's got targets, a couple of them inside the centre square. Fisher hands off to Graham. Graham now normally very good. Off his right boot, kicks towards Gary, and he was helped by Wakeland. No free kick, boundary throw in. So I think Shane Wakeland's got away with a couple this afternoon on Big Fraser.
He's done something wrong today, Fraser. There's 2 free kicks there that should have been played.
Shaw doing the ruck work to Burns. He hacks it from half back. Oh, it's a great effort. And pay the mark, yes indeed, to Lee Fisher. Now Del Santo's loose on the wing. Has he seen? No, he decides to go inboard instead. It's okay. Mark taken by Sam Fisher. St Kilda have got very good field position here at the moment. They're forcing Collingwood back. And the numbers back in the defensive 50 for the Magpies is pretty good though. Graham in the centre circle, drives it long again. This time Kaczynski the target. Fist from the Collingwood defence. Mill, ever dangerous. Del Santo, good handball to Ball. Ball kicks it, he kicks a wonderful goal. Is it? No, just offline. Thought he had kicked it for a moment, but he pulled it back too far. And St Kilda pressing hard, but can't score the goal.
They just can't wriggle free of Collingwood's clutches in the last minute and a half. And a goal either way would be big. Cloak down in the back half. It's Isles for Collingwood. Kicks up the wing, does it well to Pendlebury. And the Magpies are on the bill. Didak is there, and he outpoints Graham. Gives to O'Brien, who then just has to hold fire. Centres pretty well. Harvey the double fister. Del Santo. Now Gilbert. Good breakaway by the Saints. It's 2-on-2. Kaczynski with the fight. Wakeland the other way was good too. Neither flinched. Burns over it. Ball arrives hard. It's on here. They realise the importance of these dying seconds. There is time enough for either team to kick a goal. Saints can't work it out. Ball up.
Well, if we can get a replay of that last 10 seconds of play, that was brilliant. Both teams putting their body on the line, just sensational stuff.
Cox out wide, O'Brien, Pendlebury. Cool in a crisis, handball over the top and looping one. Is okay to Swan. Kicks towards the wing, fist coming from Lee Fisher. And a boundary throw in. 26 seconds left on the clock for this first half. And to think 14 goals have been scored in very, very slippery conditions. Testament to a great match now. Which way? Free kick to St Kilda against Fraser. Now Strauss needs to give this back quickly. He's already given away 150. So 14 seconds left in the half. Revolt across the ground. Graham, he's got a runner outside. Sam Fisher will probably go himself. No, He elects to give the handball off. One last-ditch effort. Oh, low down. Almost a mark taken by Harvey. Swan. And that's it. Half-time at the MCG. An enthralling half of football between Collingwood and St Kilda. And at half-time, 8-9 plays, 6-7. The Magpies by 14 points.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how these teams run out the game, because
Both teams going out, getting into huddles. No doubt stern words said the half is underway. 2 corners left. Del Santo for St Kilda. Oh, terrific smother by the Ulsterman Clark. And now parry and riposte as Baker smothers and careers on like a snowplow. And he provides Garrick with a one-out opportunity, and he might win it, but he won't, as he's upended by Maxwell. Terrific stuff by the Magpie defence, which won't say die.
well, I'll see your smother and I'll raise you. Because Baker was absolutely outstanding. There's the first one by Clark, and then Baker follows it up with another great smother.
Fraser taps it towards Isles. Couldn't handle the slippery football. Maxwell shepherds for him. Isles in trouble here. Got the handball to Fraser. Maxwell. Handball over the top's effective. Clark from half-back drives it long to a vacant wing position. Thomas versus Adar. Thomas overruns it. He gets back and makes the second attempt, then pushed in the back and will get the free kick. Advantage paid. Lucuria off to Davis. Davis drives it long. Reed will be first there. Can he control the slippery footy? No, he can't. He fights on, but it's 2-on-1. And Ricks allows Maguire to get it, although Cloak arrives on the scene. Reed was legged, will get the free kick. Now, just blazed away a few times in the first half, Ben Reed. Just needs to settle, compose himself, and try and find a target. Not a great kick off the boot. It lands on the chest of Fisher, and his kicking has certainly let him down today, Ben Reed.
He's been too wide, left, right, too high, and that one was too low. He's found every way to miss. Cloak might bang it back in his direction here, as he's got some space on the wing. And he kicks it thoughtfully and well. Heath Shaw. Collingwood making the right moves at the start of the second half. Good placement for Reed with the set. Oh, that was majestic. Now, what about the kick?
Well, he's shown he can find the football. His debut last week against Hawthorn was fantastic.
Don't underestimate that mark either.
It was a beauty, wasn't it? The youngest,
pouring down rain.
the youngest player taken in last year's draft, Ben Reed. But his kicking's let him down.
This is a test of his mettle. What a big goal it would be. 20 points in these conditions would be a big lead. It's on line. It just didn't have the carry. He's found another way to not quite score a goal. The Magpies by 15.
3 points this afternoon now for Ben Reed. Del Santo, that's what's ahead of him. Collingwood
have done well out of this
one-on-one.
situation. They have done well out of this situation. St Kilda haven't been able to generate much from their defence.
They do this time as Rewalt jars himself free. Kicks to the wing where Maguire's made position. He wants to get on with it quickly. Drives it deep inside, attacking 50. Wakeland at the back. Gehrig almost. Gehrig pushes Wakeland out of the way with nonchalant ease. Goldsack stalks him on the boundary line. He pulls it back to the top of the goal square. Fraser strong. Couldn't hold on. Wakeland under extreme pressure. Knocks it over and umpire races. Throw it in.
Must have been accidental if Ray said throw it in.
Good direct footy.
The way
Long kicking a feature.
The way umpire Ray surges to the contest, you just worry sometimes what he's going to do. Chance here from Montagna. Swan, little toe poke forward. Fisher will be first there. Got support. Del Santo was pushed in the back. And umpire Ray saw that. Johnson's not happy, but a free kick to St Kilda was there. And Del Santo will kick for goal from 50 metres.
Smart play. Del Santo didn't pick the ball up, just tapped it along, absorbed the pressure, kept his feet, then driven into the ground. That was a free kick.
So Del Santo decides to kick it short, and that's a wonderful effort. Xavier Clark was by himself, no one within 10 metres, and Del Santo's execution in the conditions was sensational, and Xavier Clark will kick from just 30 metres.
Hasn't been a goal in the best part of 20 minutes. Chance for Clark to break the deadlock. Big moment here.
So, shouldn't have too many problems. Margin 15 points. uneven game of football. Xavier Clark. Oh, dear me. I think that's what you call off the side of the boot. So the free kick for sure.
That makes my goal shot look good.
That's saying something.
It is.
Mick Malthouse keeping himself on a tight leash today. Tension might grow. Wakeland, good kick. Lockyer, very important player. Quelled Montagna almost completely through that first half and did some good things himself. Martin Clark, quiet today, but starting to pick up some possessions and looks as though he's been playing this game all his life the way he kicks it. Wakeland, Harvey applies pressure. Wakeland walks through him and kicks well. Johnson led Fisher to it. Pendlebury giving a chance to Isles. Too far out to score. Good kick for Thomas.
Love his decision-making, Isles. He's very composed with the ball in his hands. Confined space, he makes the right choices and then just backs himself in with the kick.
Interesting choice too for Sam Isles. He was taken in last year's pre-season draft. Collingwood, I'm sure, tempted to go for Scott Camporelli, who was available, but they elected to go for Sam Isles.
Staying true to their drafting policy.
Fourth mark inside the 50 for Thomas. Got too close to the man on the mark. A rare mistake. Didak, good kick. And Swan can have a go, but from a tight angle.
Always just sense he was just that a metre too far out and he wanted to try and crib every centimetre he could, Dale Thomas.
Which sort of shows that the conditions are very difficult.
Now here's the kick from Xavier Clark. Now try and get Ross Lyon's reaction here.
So I think I know what it was. Swan, difficult shot. Misses by a lot. Collingwood by 15, the big opening. What we call the big opening, the middle opening, is proving very elusive.
So again, this huddle formation as Graham kicks in.
Well, if these teams are 15th and 16th respectively for shots at goals, Chriso, making the wet weather doesn't improve their chances, does it?
Well, I think they've done well to kick 8, 11 and 6, 7 respectively.
Can you be 17th?
The champ's got it at half-back. Robert Harvey. Chip over the top. Fiora. Good hands in the wet conditions. Now called to play on. Escaped the Thomas tackle and retreats. Back to Maguire. Off a step. High. Long. Beyond the wing. Big pack. O'Brien dropped its chest mark. Del Santo. Well done. He got it through to Revolt. Montagna couldn't hold his feet. Gilbert fends off Pendlebury for the moment. Gee, it's hard and tough and tight. Slippery footy makes it hard. And eventually it spills out to Ben Johnson, but the boundary line too close. In fact, he's kicked it out on the full, coming off his shin. And the boundary umpire right on the spot there to witness it. As we'll just watch this again. No, bad mistake from the boundary umpire. Kick inside, attacking 50. Travis Cloak getting back. And Collingwood a chance to clear the area.
And Cloak can only see, well, he can see Leon Davis amid two Saints, and he got the weight on the kick just right. And Leon has been a good contributor today. His football keeps on improving. Always so richly talented, but he's becoming that much more solid in his efforts. Now Wakeland has Lucuria loose, won't use him. Looked a good option, but Lockyer's not bad either. Collingwood holding up, still no goal in this corner. More than 20 minutes of football has passed without one being kicked. Tyson Goldsack had one bad moment earlier in the day. That wasn't a great moment either as he miscued the kick and gives it to Lee Fisher. The other Fisher, Sam, goes for Gehrig, who edges O'Brien forward. Cagey stuff from the G-train, but nothing to kick to. And Wakeland, who was up in the centre driving Collingwood forward a little while ago, now repels, and this time he uses Lucuria, who gives to Swan. Keeps it wide, Didak lurking, Johnson there as well. Both of them had it for a moment. Saints with the numbers though. Gilbert to Graham. Under pressure, all done under pressure. Fiora. Saints need the numbers. Gilbert giving it off. Eventually Baker the kick, and now the Saints with a chance to break. Revolt to Graham. Can they make it work up here? Fiora with the flight. A left footer, he has some chance from there.
It's a big chance. Good kickers should be able to kick this, as he is. Wouldn't be surprised if he can slot this on the left side.
You'd say the law of averages might be with him. Someone's got to kick one eventually.
I'm going with him.
Kicking his strong point. It's good. It was always good. It's the big goal, the first of the half.
Well, he is a wonderful kick. And first, the decision that he had to run back with the fly of the ball. It was just a great kick by Graham. There's some great skill execution there. And that's the difference sometimes for teams. In the wet, how clean you move the ball. And the finish.
Mick Malthouse, first goal for 26 minutes as Fraser wins it out towards O'Brien. Knocks it clear, chance for Harvey, line up on the wing, good handball back to Hayes. Here they come, the Saints. Handball wasn't great from Hayes, ball had to go back and get it, but he does. Kicks inside, attacking 50. Voss going back, almost had it. Revolt, little soccer off the ground, chance for Fraser Gehrig, he suckers goal. Bouncing across the face, hitting the behind post, boundary throw in.
That's in today's football, that's almost a better result. Because it means that the opposition doesn't have the ball. With the way that they move it, can end up in a goal.
So Fraser and Ricks, Voss knocks it to the goal square. Wakeland, will he concede? No, he decides to take his chance, kick it wide. Lucuria and Revolt. Lucuria almost, but he lost his feet. Chance for Revolt here. O'Brien, he ducked the head, got the handball out. Chance for Montagna, deft kick, looking for Gilbert. Good fist in there. Now Lucuria, gave it to O'Brien, who's in all sorts of trouble. Chance for Voss, good desperate stuff from Goldsack. Knocks it back towards Lucuria. Fiora, hands and knees. Hayes almost threw it out. In fact, the umpire said he did, so a free kick to Collingwood. And that's 50.
Both good calls. Both were there.
Tamer, whose kick? Whose kick?
There's the throw from Lenny Hayes. Illegal disposal, and then the ball wasn't returned. Chris Donlan, the umpire, been the least conspicuous of them through the match so far. Montagna had surely heard the whistle.
I don't know why he did that.
Water on the brain. Goldsack for Collingwood. In the cloak direction.
Oh, that has got to be a push.
Fisher!
St Kilda's ball.
Sam now!
Sam Fisher shoved out by Medhurst, now wearing sleeves. Can be a little undisciplined at times, Paul Medhurst. The margin 10 points. It's becoming a slog. That might be to St Kilda's liking. Harvey, Montagna. Saints have been working away at it. Now Revolt. Here they go again. Voss is running loose. Revolt's after him out wide. The skin of the ball didn't favour him. Wakeland has been a tower of strength back there.
Great work from Shane Wakeland. The courage to leave Gehrig alone to attack the ball, make sure it finished over. Scott Burns getting worked on the Collingwood bench. So it's been all St Kilda in the last 5 or 6 minutes. Revolt takes it out and didn't handball. So free kick to Fraser. Just sense in the last 5 or 6 minutes St Kilda have had all the opportunities. Collingwood haven't looked like scoring. Goldsack, casual bounce. Oh gee, not 15, so Fraser's forced to play on. Drives it long, Thomas fists it on intelligently. O'Brien picks it up with one hand, jams it on the boot. Blake and Cloak. Well done by Blake, picked it up, good tackle by Cloak. Support from Fisher, handball too fierce, gives Cox a chance. Cox on the hands and knees, tries to get it clear. Umpire Chamberlain waits, it comes out, O'Brien. Dragged off the kick, Ricks. He's got Blake inside, so he uses him. And St Kilda work it out pretty well. Hayes already took on Davis, handball. Was okay, Lee Fisher, now Del Santo. Combining well, Baker. Back to Del Santo, maintaining possession, St Kilda. Long kick wide towards Voss. Fraser to apply the pressure. Voss did superbly slip the tackle off to Fiora. He was pushed in the back, and umpire Ray was on the scene. And another free kick to the Saints at half-forward.
Becoming an absorbing contest. Another good decision. Ray Chamberlain calling that. The pace has gone out of the game, and that's brought St Kilda into it.
They are on top. They have to capitalise on the opportunities that they're getting, because there'll be few. Collingwood will come again.
Revolt a long way from home. Sensibly doesn't go for it. Ricks almost. Might have been paid had he snared it at the second bite. Ball buried. There'll be a ball up. Good spot for St Kilda. Too far out to be knocked through. If they can just prise it loose and set something up. But Collingwood working hard to prevent that result. Strong shepherd by Didac has really hurt Milne. Put him on the deck. Collingwood clear. Reid. Throw in is the result. Collingwood wanting high. St Kilda wanting holding the ball. Throw in looks a fair result.
Right, Collingwood fans a bit concerned it wasn't a head-eye front-on bump. As we look at the shepherd from Didac, putting Milne out of danger. Back with Del Santo. St Kilda, here they come again. Wide towards Voss. Maxwell. Voss has taken them up. Touched by Maxwell. Play on to the call. And he'll get a bounce.
That was a good call. It was a good call. It was deflection.
Gee, he did well to mark it after the deflection.
Sure did.
That's what you used to say to him in the backyard. No, Mark, it was touched.
Gehrig. Clark. Clark for Collingwood. 3 Clarks playing in the game today. Wakeland's kick not great. Del Santo dropped it. Brilliantly done though at ground level. Got back up. Kicks it inside attacking 50. Revolt a chance here. Fixed it through. Desperate stuff by the Collingwood defence. And it was Nick Maxwell again who has been outstanding. Margin 9 points.
Del Santo has been fantastic in this third quarter, providing some great drive.
It's becoming an epic struggle. Gold sack for Collingwood. The margin has been whittled back to 9 points. Just 1 goal kicked in 2/3 of a quarter. O'Brien up to nothing.
That's deliberate.
And it's called that way by Scott McLaren. And the Magpie fans give vent to some characteristic Collingwood frustration in the traditional, time-tested, heritage way.
Just get the sense, and it's happened the last 12 or 13 minutes. St Kilda have controlled play.
They have
dominated play. In fact, they just haven't got reward on the scoreboard.
They still have to score, because what can happen in these situations, you can control the play and then Collingwood go forward and kick that goal. It can break your heart sometimes.
Maxwell doing well on Baker and then receiving from Swan. He's become a real professional. Relayed free kick, but the mark's taken anyway by Reid. Yes, and the Saints don't want to concede a goal now after all the work they've done. Martin Clark running onto his wrong side, but using his left. Heath Shaw, good shepherd laid by Thomas. Didac now with Graham, important contest, and Graham wins it. In spite of his name, he's becoming a heavyweight for St Kilda. Milne did well to control it there. Saints go forward again. Gehrig getting rid of Wakeland. The goal unguarded. Where will it go? It's home! Here come the Saints!
.50-50s play a big role in the game of Australian rules, and half-back flank. Graham outpointed Didac. Ball went forward. Gehrig good enough to finish with a goal. Little blow of the kiss.
Fraser Gehrig handing it up with the crowd. There's the push. I tell you what, I reckon Matthew Richardson would have been happy with that.
No, you know what? I'm glad that wasn't paid. He's still going to be rewarded. You want to take a dive and not play to the whistle. That's
Mate, his hand was in the middle of his back, Michael.
He dived. He dived.
But that's the rule, Michael. His hand was in the middle of his back. That's the rule. Like or lump it.
Might be, but he dived.
Gets it out. And a good tackle on Antar. Umpire Chamberlain says we'll bounce it.
Felt that there's going to be a punch thrown in the commentary box there.
You know what? At the moment, Wakeland doesn't know the hands in the back. So you're taking that risk by going to ground. That's my argument, Chris. Not that
I don't disagree with he's taking a risk, but the rule is you can't put your hand in someone's back. Now, O'Brien's been pinned here, and a free kick to St Kilda, and it'll come back to Gilbert. As we watch it again, he had the option there to handball, and that's an illegal disposal. So a free kick to Gilbert, and this to put the Saints in front for the first time since the 12-minute mark of this first quarter. In fact, they were just in front the early part of the second, but Gilbert kicks the goal. The Saints in front at the MCG. Oh, they're coming hard now, St Kilda. They've kicked the 3 goals of this third quarter, and they've worn Collingwood down. They deserve their lead as we look at the free kick against O'Brien.
They do deserve their lead, and as we said, they were doing a lot of hard work and not getting much result. But all of a sudden, it's just opened up a little bit for them, and they've gone bang, bang, bang.
Copybook tackle, copybook holding the ball decision, copybook Fraser Gehrig. Mick Malthouse has watched his team give up the lead. The entries to the 50, 13-4 in this quarter. St Kilda have taken control. Heath Shaw laying the tackle, but there was no prior opportunity.
Do you think, Chris, that Fraser was blowing you a kiss in that contest?
Strength starting to tell. Swan for Collingwood. He's beautiful when he's angry, actually. Davis. Collingwood needing a goal now to quell St Kilda's momentum. Medhurst. Well, there was just nobody there to receive that. Graham for St Kilda. Dangerous kick. Oh, terrific coach. Now there's no free kick there, surely. Oh, no. Not only was there a free, there's a 50-metre penalty. They both went for the ball. It was a head-on collision. Actually, when the player who's been penalised was the one coming forward to try and take a mark. That can't be taken out of the game. He wasn't late. He was in a contest for a mark.
He had his eyes on the ball.
St Kilda pressing again. Jason Graham, long ball. Wakeland makes the spoil of their throw, and Collingwood fans, to say the least, are not happy.
I just thought it was a wonderful contest. A good, honest contest between two players.
Boundary throw in. Fraser knocks it down. Goldsack, the offending player a few moments ago, up to Pendlebury. Wants his left side. Sweeping handball. Lucuria at half-back for the Magpies. Hoisted high. Kicked it to really no one. Davis in front. Can he control it? Numbers with the Saints, but it spills wide to Didak. Lockyer, great tackle by Baker. Gilbert. Boys fends off Didak. Handball back in towards Graham. Here they come again, St Kilda. He drives it long. Deep. Gehrig one out with Wakeland. Wakeland gets to the front. Free kick. Gehrig. Umpire Chamberlain.
Where's the footy? Where's the footy?
Ask Shane Wakeland, where's the footy? I think you've got to pay those.
Yeah,
You've got to pay those free kicks.
Yeah, I can't dispute it.
And I think
I'd love to, but I can't.
And Shane Wakeland had his back to the play. You've got to pay those free kicks. And he's missed out on a couple, Big Fraser, in the first half. We'll argue about a lucky one a few moments ago, but he deserved that one. From 20 metres, he comes in, kicks and Kilda further in front. So all of a sudden, the Saints out by 9 points after they trailed by 14 at half-time.
Gee, they've been wonderful this quarter, the Saints. Just their ability to be able to put pressure on Collingwood, turn over the ball, and now driving it long into the forward line.
Gehrig's third goal from a free kick. This is how Collingwood fans are feeling. coach obviously worried. 4 goals to none in this quarter. A different game. Collingwood able to run free in the first half, but it's a slog now. The bigger, stronger Saints are winning it.
A lot of niggle forward of the ball in the Saints forward line.
The grumping, growling gorilla. Fraser Gehrig, 2 goals for the quarter, 3 for the day. Fiora under pressure. Collingwood lifting their effort.
Players come out, play on!
Del Santo
He's been
having
good
a
this
much better
quarter.
quarter. Strong tackle on Gilbert. Ball up. Just over 2 minutes left. St Kilda have turned a 14-point deficit into a 9-point lead. They might extend it. Collingwood with numbers though. Little bit of uncertainty now. Leon Davis stopped and looked for the free kick. Not a good sign. Ball up.
Leon Davis, let him go!
Frustration creeping in from the Magpies. Got to be careful. I don't want to give up a free kick. Fraser works it clear, but the Saints will have a 2-on-1 here. Sam Fisher has Harvey riding shotgun. The veteran always cool. Does it well to Kajitsky. St Kilda. Oh, it was a good tackle by Goldsack. Burns getting it off. O'Brien working it clear, but again it's 2-on-1. Sam Fisher.
Fisher now just forward of the wing. St Kilda pressing hard, looking for another goal. Kick inside, attacking 50, and the mark's taken by Milne. There was involved moments ago in a battle with Leon Davis. But Stephen Milne has marked 35 metres from goal. Will kick from 40.
They've deserved this, the Saints. They have really lifted their intensity this quarter. Winning that 50-50 ball, winning the hard balls, getting their body in.
Now there's a spot of blood on Stephen Milne.
Smelled blood. He inspected him closely and he sent him off.
I think he was trying to distinguish between the paint and blood on. Now there is just a cut under the right eye, Stephen Milne. So the ball will come back to Xavier Clark.
Which probably isn't a good thing for St Kilda.
Well, he kicked an opportunity from a similar position earlier on in the quarter and made an awful mess of it. But an opportunity here to redeem himself on behalf of Stephen Milne from 45 metres. Clark kicks a goal and St Kilda out by 15. So 5 goals to none in the quarter. And St Kilda are playing some of the football we've seen over the last couple of weeks. They have dominated this third quarter in every sense of the word.
Well, another guy that's been very important also has been Sam Fisher. Certainly providing plenty of drive now. As the game's gone on, he's got much better.
It's ebbing away for the Magpies. 5 goals to none in this quarter. Tremendous exhibition by the Saints. Harvey helping it on. Ball and Burns. It's held under Luke Ball. Nothing he can do. So a ball up in the last minute of the quarter, which has turned this match. 15 points, a substantial margin. Collingwood have lost their last 4 final quarters. Kajitsky got Fraser high. The Magpie fans rejoice, but it's a bitter rejoicing. Fraser hurries it on for Maxwell, grabbing an opportunity. Oh, he's unlucky. I don't reckon he used his hands. The umpire said there are 2 actions. Chris Donlan might be right. Gilbert gives to Graham.
Good body use.
It looked that way from here, didn't it?
Yeah.
And now St Kilda will want to chew up time. Not want to make a mistake. Graham giving it to Harvey. And they pretty clearly know there's not long left. And they're going to be careful. Hard for Magpies to score in 10 seconds in these conditions. And you would think that the Saints are going to take that lead. Now there it is. And that was really a body collision. I don't reckon the propulsion came from the hand.
No, that's got to be just a good, honest contest. Great mark.
So the Magpies hard done by, and they have been more than once in this term. Del Santo, wonderful quarter. Harvey and is St Kilda. Despite the resounding boos, have produced a very,
As much as they like, but when you have that much ball, it can be very dangerous.
Final quarter underway at the MCG. Isles knocks it forward. Swan. Handball ineffective. Xavier Clark a chance. Oh, Del Santo knocked over by Fraser. St Kilda though still with possession as Montagna deftly kicks it out wide to Hayes. Lenny Hayes drives it long inside attacking 50. Garrigan Wakeland. Wakeland in front. Couldn't take the mark. Goldsack with the long sleeves in this final quarter. Gehrig just pushes off and kicks around the body to a vacant goal square. Bounces through. Oh, Fraser, you're a star. Well, margin out to 21. They've kicked the last 6 goals of the match. Hard to see them coming back, the Magpies, from here. And look at the fend-off here from Gehrig on Pendlebury. And for the second time in this second half, he rolls one through.
Well, when Pendlebury grows up, he can be that strong too. But that's a mammoth man, hard to be able to try and tackle.
Fraser Gehrig sometimes played centre-half back for West Coast, showed good defensive skills there to keep the ball alive and then win the contest. Collingwood's task now is mountainous.
And that's where St Kilda have really improved from the first half to the second. I would have thought Collingwood had some great opportunities to be able to extend their lead in the first half, but weren't able to. St Kilda have lifted their work rate, no doubt.
Dominating the clearances. Xavier Clark, good trap. Hand pass stolen by O'Brien, a poor kick. And now it's up for grabs. Now it's down for grabs. Milne with a patched up head after going to the blood bin just before three-quarter time. Lucuria under pressure, and it's an illegal disposal. Lenny Hayes to take the free kick. St Kilda have taken control of the midfield.
Hayes kicks back and across to Maguire. Hasn't done a lot today. Matt Maguire coming in for his 11th disposal, but what he's done has been effective. And he might get it back here from Blake. Fisher provides an option. But Blake now runs into Thomas and drops the ball. He stalked him there, did Dale Thomas. He stepped back off the mark, waited for Blake to play on, and then charged him. So Thomas, who's been one of Collingwood's best, still inside the centre square. Do they need a goal out of this 4A4? Long to the goal square. Cloakup couldn't take the mark. Clark knocks it towards Medhurst. Chance for Didak. Deep in the pocket. Alan Didak snap around the body. It's the post. One behind to the Magpies.
Fossey, in these conditions, why wouldn't Blake just go back and bang it long and gain 50
Well,
metres?
he should have. And Maguire pretty much got lost in congestion there. He was looking for Maguire, but he got lost in congestion, which pretty much forced his hand pretty quickly.
Del Santo and Revolt. Clever kick by Revolt, out on the full, but Collingwood have to kick it back that distance from the free to break even. 20 points is a lot. Dale Thomas, brilliant early. 5 first quarter marks, dominant up inside the 50. Now Pendlebury. And he had the right weight. Cox was going for it, but it was meant for Maxwell. Lucuria. Magpies must kick the next goal. Heath Shaw goes for Pendlebury. Good kick. Pressure from Sam Fisher. O'Brien well tackled. And the disposal is not legal. It's St Kilda's ball. It comes back. Xavier Clark, good contributor in the third quarter revival. This man, Del Santo, was the star of the revival.
He's just lifted a cog, as great players do, but he has truly lifted a cog and dragged this team along with him.
Now Sam Fisher. Play on his call. Fisher being very careful. Too careful. Collingwood's ball again.
Free kick to Swan on centre wing. Kicks it forward to Medhurst, who drops the simple mark down low. Handball intercepted by Fisher, so another chance here for St Kilda. His kick wasn't great. And the mark's taken by Wakeland. O'Brien, not 15. Now Harry hasn't heard the call yet. Fends off Harvey, finds and buys himself some time. then delivers wide to Swan. Ben Johnson comes back on the ground. So Dane Swan, leading possession winner for the Magpies, coming in for disposal number 24. Kicks in hope towards half forward. Hayes in front, Davis front and centre. Well done, O'Brien. Little kick inside attacking 50. What can they conjure up here? Lockyer comes to meet it. Back to O'Brien. Slippery football. Pendlebury. Does he break the tackle? Not really. Johnson. Back to O'Brien. He runs to 30 on the left foot and kicks a goal for the Magpies. It's been a long time coming. Collingwood's last goal came at the 14-minute mark of the second quarter.
What creates is just quick hands. Then Johnson clean to O'Brien. And certainly the gate is not shut, that is for sure.
Minutes between goals for the Magpies. Hard to see them winning this with that sort of scoring rate, but you never know. They never stop coming, these young Magpies. And here they go again. Fraser is the target. Montagna, smaller man, did just enough. Slippery ball might have helped him. Heath Shaw. Thomas waits down. Cloak went up. It's getting harder to grab. Chance for Lockyer. He's a good user of the footy. Davis calling for him. Goes away from goal to Fraser. Who goes towards... Oh, yes, and that was a good mark.
It was almost like the Saints had three surrounding him, but no one wanted to go.
Yeah, see Xavier Clark and Gilbert sort of look at each other there.
Yeah, if in doubt, just go.
Collingwood coming. Big moment for the boy from Clarence on the eastern shore of Hobart. Has it got the legs? Not quite. Still alive. Thomas has finished the job. Saint defence needed to help it through. Should have been easy.
These hurt on the goal line when you want it rushed through. You've got four big defenders that fly, no one good enough to get it through, and the little bloke stays on the ground, toe pokes it through.
8 points the difference. Fraser out of the ruck, bangs it inside, attacking 50 again. Big pack of players, almost the mark taken down there by Maguire. Shovels it out to Fisher, who under pressure hacks it out of the area. Heath Shaw versus Harvey. Shaw versus Harvey. Brilliantly done by Shaw. Support from Pendlebury. Here they come again, the Magpies. Driving kick deep into the goal square. Davis! Oh! Almost took it. Couldn't quite hold on. Ball still in. Fisher tried to get it over the line, but couldn't. Handball into the leg of Medhurst. An umpire says throw it in. Kazitsky takes a breather.
Gee, hasn't the intensity lifted again? Collingwood coming. We knew they would.
Boundary throw in. Cloak. Maguire third man up. Chance for Thomas. Deep on the boundary line. His kick didn't only cover 5 metres, and Del Santo steps back over the line and retained possession. The margin back to 7.
Had to know that wasn't 15 metres. It's a question whether he should have claimed the mark. He could have escaped out the side door.
Was that Del Santo?
Yeah.
No, call was play on.
Yeah, I know. But the kick only went about 8 metres. There was no hope of kidding the umpire. It was a mark. But he's done well. Revolt to Fiora. More than half a quarter left. And the Saints' lead has been cut back from 20 to 7. The big-hearted Magpies are still at it. Maguire in the middle of that. Harvey clever. Ball just as clever. Montagna. And now here comes the G-train. He needed the market though. Wakeland and Collingwood can sting on the rebound. Lucuria gives to O'Brien. Long Torp, the old Torp, a heritage round Torp the Saints hold up. Graham, Blake, got to get it right. They're under pressure. Sam Fisher, wide, the 11s. 2 pairs of walking sticks. O'Brien and Montagna. And O'Brien wins it for Collingwood. They're winning the contest at the moment. Isles again. Places the kick for Swan. He'll get it free. Over the shoulder. Well, he chose to play on there, but the umpire's going to give him another go. It's coming back. It's coming back. He can have a shot. There's the infringement. No question. Swan's ball. St Kilda had their chance at the other end. That time it slipped through Gehrig's fingers. Dane Swan could cut it to a point. He should certainly cut it to 1 kick. It's 1 point.
Well, what a second half. St Kilda kicked 5 goals to 0 in a dominant third quarter. They kicked the opening goal of this final quarter to lead by 21. And Collingwood have gone bang, bang, bang. Margin is just 1 point. Dane Swan outstanding again this afternoon.
The inside 50s in the third quarter, 17-5. St Kilda's way, they've swung massively.
And Collingwood starting to do better in the centre as well. Fraser having an impact. Ricks wins this one. Hayes. Revolt in there, little toe poke. Socrates in danger. Collingwood free kick. So things just going the Magpies' way at the moment. Free kick to Shaw. St Kilda getting numbers back. Just Gehrig remains in the front half as he chips wide to Isles, who's been important in this final term. Fraser inside the centre square. St Kilda have got every player in the defensive half. Dangerous. Here's an opportunity for St Kilda. Fiora, he's got no one ahead of him. Can he pick it up? He's well tackled by Wakeland. The kick ineffective. And Goldsack now can get back and clear it up. He's got a couple of options. Uses it intelligently. Short to Swan. Comes in for disposal. Number 26. His kick finds Lockyer and Collingwood can rebuild.
It's interesting, the psychology of football, because when St Kilda kicked that goal that put them, I think, about 20 points up, they almost went down to lockdown mode to try and save the game. Collingwood then had to attack, and they've done that, and now St Kilda have to re-win the game. It's just interesting the way that it's unfolded in this quarter.
Yes, they locked down too early, didn't they?
Yeah, just a bit too early.
Everyone's getting agitated. It's St Kilda by a point over Collingwood on the MCG. Just something familiar about that. Well into the last quarter. Fraser couldn't get boot to ball. Montagna can't escape. Still half a quarter and more to go. It's been an intense contest all day. A wonderful game.
There's a shot of the forward line there of Collingwood. It is blocked up. Rewald's pushed back, and St Kilda are now on the fast break.
Yeah, they were given it free. They took the chance to play on. Wakeland backed himself, did it beautifully for Collingwood, and might have set something up. Burns and Lucuria. And now Johnson. Shaw. Magpies still coming. Martin Clark, good collect. Clever kick around the corner. Medhurst couldn't quite hang on. Didak on the not preferred. Has levelled the scores with just over 10 minutes left.
Great attack of the footy by Wakeland. And the key to that was that he just handballed the ball forward. He was outnumbered. There was Saints all around him. And he just tried to get the ball as forward as he possibly could.
Oh, Montagna kicks to himself. He's got it now. But he puts Magpies back in front. He just couldn't quite execute the little kick to himself, and he'll reload and try again. That's what's ahead of him. Not too much on. Graham makes a good option. In fact, it's Revolt, and he honours the lead. And Revolt marks in defensive 50. Magpies, strangely, 1 point in front. And as he finds Harvey at half-back. The 1 minute mark of this final term, St Kilda led by 21. Quarter's now 15 minutes old, and the Magpies find themselves in front. 57,000 here on a wet, wintry day at the MCG to witness this wonderful contest. Graham at half-back wants to draw the player and does. Fisher, who's been very good, kicks it wide. Target Voss. Well done Maxwell, got him under the footy. Went back and retrieved it. Burns, look out, because he shrugged the tackle. He got the ball. Didn't know he didn't. And umpire McLaren awards the free kick to the Saints. No advantage. St Kilda free kick, and rightly so, on right centre wing.
Jason Graham takes it. So we're into the last 10 minutes, and St Kilda have to win this game all over again. Brett Voss, lonely figure out on the wing. Fiora over the top, but Collingwood prevail. Isles to Shaw, having an impact in this last turn. Bangs it long, there's nothing there for Collingwood. Lee Fisher, and he gives it back to Voss. Still out on that wing. Bit further away from goal than last time. Well played by Swan. No chance for Xavier Clark. Magpies by a point. Frustrating this for Ross Lyon. Must have imagined that his team had gained a stranglehold on the match. Rickson Fraser. Well played by Xavier Clark. That looked dubious. Baker in front of Del Santo. Highly skilled. A fresh Burns with him. Collingwood want ball. It could be in trouble. I just thought if you're relying on a player's back, it might be a case for a push in the back as well.
Yep, and certainly that option there. Perhaps a little stiff, Mick Del Santo. Burns from half-back to the wing. O'Brien the target. He's outnumbered 3-on-1 here, Harry. Tries to get it to the line, couldn't quite. Montagna, revolt, now Xavier Cole. Oh, gee, dropped that. And good tackle coming from Lockyer. What's umpire Ray going to do here? He calls for it. Bounce on centre wing.
Sorry.
Even an apology. As the ball spilled out.
It's been a good contest. It's been, I tell you what, it's been good watching it from here and not playing out on the field. I'm going to wake up so much better.
Oh, Del Santo, somehow, somewhere he found space with a bounce, if you don't mind. Inside attacking 50. Wakeland and Gary push out this time. Wakeland gets now Milne, Milne was very close to Wakeland, but umpire said it was okay. Swan at half-back, he's got Thomas running for him. Has to sit and wait, but ball gets there in time for Collingwood. Dale Thomas outstanding today. Played mostly as a permanent forward, just kicked the one goal, but has really given them a target. There's a strong hard lead in the background by Cloak. He elects to go across the ground to Wakeland. The game's not opening up at the moment for Collingwood. Wakeland to Johnson. Dangerous game, this possession game in these conditions. Johnson swings it wide towards Burns. Burns runs hard and gets there. Great mark. The Courier running for him. Now, Reid makes a strong lead. Burns decides just to go long to a contest. Fraser will be involved. Couldn't take the mark. Lee Fisher almost threw it out. Blake off to Montagna, kicks it towards the wing. Fist from Ratcliffe, but he had hold and pushed his Collingwood opponent in Burns. So Burns with the free kick forward to the wing.
St Kilda just not penetrating at the moment. 1 point in it with 6.5 to go. Burns very sparingly used today. Medhurst is hope. Davis crumbing cleverly as ever. It's a good kick. It's a hot spot. It's not quite a mark. Maguire squeezing it to Revolt. Who carries it through. Heath Shaw certainly done enough. But I have to say from here it looked as though he had, but it was obscured slightly. Slipped through.
Big jump, grab of the jumper there too, Clark. So Graham now. Cooley kicks in, trots into the back pocket.
No one going out for him.
Oh, look out. Gets around Isles though. Under pressure, kicks it straight to Didek. Alan Didek runs to 50, had more time than he thought. O'Brien at the back. Davis couldn't hold on. And a wasted opportunity there for the Magpies. Alan Didek in the clear. Didn't realise he had so much space. So
no one broke for him. No one from St Kilda broke for him. He went out that side and no one went.
left at the party without a dance. Fraser in front, takes it. Oh, did he get a clear disposal away? Doesn't matter. Ball, dropping the ball. Free kick to Collingwood, O'Brien. Thomas wants to just stop and give it back to Shane O'Brien, who will kick from 45. It's just been an incredible second half, Michael, with St Kilda so dominant in the third quarter, and at the moment Collingwood equally as dominant.
It's been incredible. It's been a great game to watch. The ebb and flow, the first half wrestle, and then, you know, the third quarter, St Kilda were able to get on top in the middle of the ground and get on a bit of a run, and now it's Collingwood. So have St Kilda got 5 more minutes in them.
27 scoring shots to 20. Collingwood by 2 points. Shane O'Brien. Test him here in terms of distance from 45. Drop punt across the face. There'll be a contest in the goal square, and the Saints knock it through. Another rush behind.
Now this is interesting because if you look at one end of the ground, Collingwood, they play on as quickly as they can from a kick out. Whereas St Kilda, they'll be more than prepared just to take their time, get their setup that they want. It just hasn't helped them today, though.
3-6 to 1 goal in this quarter. And St Kilda's goal was the first of the term. Sam Fisher marks. But it's a long way up the ground at the moment for the Saints. 2 on 2. And it falls for Heath Shaw. Territory counts on a day like this. Thomas will have 2 against him. And not a lot of room in which to work, but he works it brilliantly. Absolutely amazing goal that might be the winner.
That's got to be goal of the year.
Oh, well, do we need to talk over top of it? Let it speak for itself. I mean, dancing around in a confined space, beats 2, and then slides it through, if you don't mind. He's caught.
It's not a goal.
Wow, what a spoil sport.
It was out of bounds.
Oh my God.
It was out of bounds. We've all been mesmerised by what we've been watching. It was called out of bounds. Harry O'Brien puts it back in the same direction. Oh dear. And there'll be a throw in. We apologise. We were lost in the moment.
I was lost in the moment. I was gone. I was mesmerised myself.
Was it out? I reckon there's a case that it was, but it's inconclusive from that.
Yeah, looked to be over, didn't it? Boundary throw in, Collingwood deep in their attacking zone. The Curio over the ball, needs to get it out, try to get it out to Davis. Del Santo did brilliantly, get it to Hayes. Revolt dispossessed, Pendlebury on the right boot, didn't know what to do with it. Tried to give it in the end to Thomas. Marty Clark, handball wide. Fraser, was he taken high? No. Guys on top of the football. Desperate stuff here at the MCG. And St Kilda clear the congestion. Only as far as Burns, who pumps it back in to the top of the square. Davis at the back. Oh, good night. Taken by Fisher. Cool in the crisis with Sam Fisher waiting at the back of the pack to mark in his chest.
We are into the last 5 minutes. St Kilda's season is on the line.
Can I say that this is a great game again? Can I say that? It is.
This has been 100 minutes of intense football. Fiora pumps long. Scott Burns must be a real optimist. He's claiming out deliberately. I don't think that was the intention, and I don't think it would have been a wise tactic anyway. The next goal might well win it. But will if Collingwood kick it? Harry O'Brien puts it in the right direction. In the 50, there's some pushing. There's a Collingwood free kick.
Go through. 2 hands. Miller back.
Is it Fraser or is it Thomas? It's Thomas. Maguire was the offender. I fancy there was not a lot in it, but it's adjudged a hand in the back.
Fine, mate. That's enough.
Thomas denied a goal a minute ago that would have stood with any Peter Dacos ever kicked. Has a chance to do it now and just about ice this game. He is the man for the moment. He gets the goal. He is irrepressible. He's undeniable. And he's Collingwood's.
Well, degree of difficulty compared to his last one.
This rule is an enormous problem. I mean, you have Gehrig getting away with what he did earlier, and then you see that.
So back in the centre, Fraser. St Kilda free kick, margin 9 points.
One action to push him out, then go for the ball.
Umpire McLaren explaining it away. The positive for St Kilda is that they're in the centre of the ground. This ball will land inside their attacking 50. A quick goal here, and it's game on again. In the final 5 minutes as Ricks gives it off. Graham, off a step, wobbly old torpedo, inside attacking 50. Montagna almost, Shaw, Swan, somehow got boot to ball. Chance though for Kazitsky. His handball wide is effective. Fisher drives it back inside attacking 50. O'Brien, fist from Xavier Clark is good. Lockie's kick out of the immediate danger, but still a chance for the Saints. Gilbert held a long time by Reid. Maxwell keeps his feet as Maxwell. Now he loses it. Pushed in the back, no. Tied up. Is there a free kick here to St Kilda? No. Umpire McLaren says give it to me.
Can I just drop in a bit of heritage round commentary? There are a lot of tired boys out there, Butch.
Ah, dear. Fraser, blind turn, makes 10 metres. Well done, Cloak, clean with his hands, but just panicked a bit, had more time than he thought. Kick towards the wing, Fisher comes up, he's been outstanding today for St Kilda.
Just to add to it, they're playing on courage alone. Fisher to Graham, not much time left for the Saints. We're deep in the last 5, they've got to score twice. Sam Fisher again, got to go for territory.
Yeah, got to roll the dice.
Got to get it in there and hope something happens. Harvey is there, but Swan is there too.
That's not the number they wanted on the dice.
Number 36, 6 sixes. And now it's Pendlebury. And the Magpies might just about be there. They've produced a couple of memorable last quarters on this ground this year. One in round 1 against the Kangaroos. Now in round 14, but it's still going. Gehrig's back from the bench. Is he back from the dead? He's well tackled by Cloak. O'Brien shoveling it. Cloak back for another go. And O'Brien back for another go. The Magpies have the footy. They're gaining territory. And they're dangerous again. Heath Shaw, one-on-one in the 50. Leon just attacked it a bit zealously. And there'll be a throw-in. It's just about gone for the Saints, and Ross Lyon knows it.
9 points the margin. St Kilda led by 21 points at the 1 minute mark in this final quarter. Ricks unopposed. Knocks it down. Chance for Blake. He's well wrapped up. Umpire Chamberlain calls for it. And Collingwood fans standing, cheering. It will be a remarkable victory after an uncharacteristic third quarter failure.
It's called singing in the rain, Chris O.
From the bounce, the Curia wrestled to the ground. Ball comes out, Pendlebury. Pendlebury still. O'Brien, handball over the top. Thomas. Chance for the Saints underneath the ball. And that's it! Oh, this is an unbelievable victory here by the Magpies. 9 more scoring shots. They came from behind, 21 points down in the final quarter to defeat St Kilda by 9 points.